opportunity cost of not producing competent and effective leaders is very, very high. Now, don't miss this. Failing the leadership challenge in Japan is quietly killing our organizations. Take a look around. Are you fully satisfied you have the right leadership capability in your team? Welcome back to this weekly edition every Tuesday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, President of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, broadcasting from the High Performance Center here in downtown Minato-ku in the Business Center of Tokyo. Well, where is this cutting edge? For all of us, the quality of our people is the cutting edge for success in Japan. In this show, I will, 1, stimulate your thinking about ramping up your business. 2, bring you insights from the best training organization on the planet. 3, provide you with the highest quality Japan business information. 4, motivate you to motivate yourself and then motivate those around you. And 5, help you to shoot the lights out at results time. I don't want to just help you succeed. I want you to dominate. This is episode number 1, and we are talking about not meeting the leadership challenge is quietly killing us. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Our careers are cut off at the knees, and business is destroyed when people problems are allowed to fester. Getting the people part right is not just fundamental, it is critical in any business. Typically, we're all taught to believe that hard skills, our technical expertise, is the main requirement for success. Sounds right, doesn't it? The reality, however, is that hard skills are a given, and if the people skills part is not working well, no amount of technical expertise will compensate for the damage being done to the business. Poor, mediocre, hopeless, or uninspiring leadership, it's easy to spot. However, there are other types of problematic leadership which are not so immediately obvious, but which must be fixed if we want to be successful. Smart, capable people get promoted and are given responsibility for others. This is usually because they have demonstrated a mastery of the hard skills areas of the business. The challenging part is that often these admirable and highly evaluated skills are individual to that person. They are not automatically transferable skills. Those working for these smart people, by definition, do not possess the same capability level. If they did, they would be the leader. Also, individual expertise may not be replicable in others. Another additional problem is that having the requisite hard skills is just not enough anymore. In the modern business world, you can't do it all yourself. And so leaders need to be able to delegate, to leverage the capacity and the ability of others. It doesn't matter if you're a section head or a department manager or in the upper echelons of the business. The same leverage requirement applies. This leverage capability requires expertise in the soft skills, particularly leadership, communication, and people skills. As famous American baseball coach Yogi Berra once noted, leading is easy. Getting people to follow you is the hard part. The vast majority of companies we deal with in Japan all mention they need more out of their people who've been given leadership roles. They especially look to the standard leadership groups, particularly middle management, to provide this capability. Most often they complain that those responsible for others are not getting sufficient leverage from the whole team and are not producing sufficient outcomes. The breakdown occurs when the individual leader's technical expertise does not provide enough of what followers want from leaders. Global research was conducted on what drives followers to be loyal, motivated, and engaged about their organizations. In other words, how to get people to be consistently productive at a high level, rather than just showing up to get paid. This research was duplicated in Japan, and the white-collar worker has a lot of latent capacity to get more done much faster and much better. The research found 3 key factors to be the same. The quality of the relationship with the immediate supervisor. This is an obvious one, and, well, we know people leave bosses, not organizations. 2, the employee's belief in the direction the senior leadership were taking the organization. Do the leaders actually know what they are doing? And 3, their sense of pride in working for the organization. Are we building joint pride in the organization, or are we just spending our time complaining about each other? All 3 pivot points refer to soft, not hard skills. They are indicating issues about communication and people skills. This is often the weak point for technically oriented people, particularly here in Japan. The leaders are often very detail-driven, high-task-focused individuals, communicating with, leading, enthusing, and motivating others who are nothing like them are expertise areas where they struggle. They don't think it matters. And this is the major leadership challenge we are facing. A lack of leader awareness of the true triggers for staff potential within our companies. The linchpin for engagement and motivation hinges on expertise in these soft skill areas. Those given responsible for leading are underperforming in getting the required staff leverage. The full potential of the team is not being realised. How is it right now in your company? If the full potential of the people in our organisations is not being realised, the opportunity cost is very, very high. This is because people are usually the biggest expense line in any organisation's P&L. This leadership challenge is quietly killing our organisations from within. We won't have the right succession plans or the right talent in place as the older generations retire out of the workforce. Even worse, if our competitor has a more engaged team, then the outcomes, the quality of idea generation, teamwork, accountability, coordination, attention to quality, and going the extra mile for the client will be superior to us. They will outperform us in innovation because they are getting more people to care more. They're inspiring them to want to be an integral and valued part of the improvement process. Eventually, they will be eroding our market share and will ultimately destroy the value of our businesses. The 4 major business skills of leadership, communication, sales, and presenting are all soft skills. Hard skills alone are just not going to do it. Companies and individuals who want to succeed need to invest to completely marshal the full power of all their potential, their people power. Are you confident you have the right succession plan for talent development? Are you able to maximize the potential of the leaders coming through the ranks? Take a moment and evaluate the leadership, communication, sales, and presenting skills of your current and next generation of leaders. Are you fully confident you have it right? What do you think? Keep pushing hard with us here at the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Subscribe on YouTube, share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now. It's awesome value, so check it out. Next week, we are talking about working well with difficult people. Know anyone who's difficult? Of course you do. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Until then, create seriously outrageous levels of massive success. Dale Carnegie Training Japan has only one direction in mind for you, and that is up.